Morning guys, how we doing? Hope you're well. What a fucking nightmare I've just had. Fucking dogs chasing after a badger. And then the fucking badger, two badgers trying to fucking attack me. What a nightmare. Anyway, Tuesday, how are we doing? Breathe. So this morning I wanted to talk about a lack of fulfilment. Maybe when you wake up, maybe in your day, maybe in your future, who fucking knows. But a lack of fulfilment, it's kind of like trying to fill a void that's going on inside of you. Like everything else is maybe going quite well. You've got a good family, got a good job. Maybe you're trying to keep fit, but you're just missing something. There's something that's missing. There's some sort of form of, content, void. It's something's missing, and the reason I talk about this is because I think that's what I'm going through right now. Like, I love my job. I have a great job, a fucking great job. I get to talk to my phone every single morning. But I get to work with some amazing guys, awesome guys in the Dad's Coach. I've got a great offline business with my boot camp. There's amazing people in there, amazing staff, amazing setup. I've got an amazing business partner. I've got an amazing, unbelievable family. We've got a nice little 3-bedroom terraced house, which is lovely. I've got a good group of friends, training hard. But I think I'm cursed with nothing is ever good enough. And it's funny, and I don't know if these feelings have just started coming about because I'm reading a biography about Tiger Woods. And Tiger Woods, like reading his biography, was never content, was never happy with winning the Masters or never winning the PGA or never winning the Open or being the Super Grand Slam or smashing the records. When he won, he would never celebrate. And when I read about him, I tend to sense a lack of fulfilment in his life, despite having millions and millions of pounds, despite being one of the most successful stars ever to be born, or on our TVs, But there seemed to be something missing with him also, And who knows what that is? I mean, when you explore it, is there a key purpose that's missing? Is there a key ingredient or element that we're missing along the way? Who knows? And I've been thinking about it consistently. I've been thinking about it. Why is it never enough? And the answer I came up with is that I guess some of us, maybe all of us have it in us, but whether we recognise it, are striving to be better, are striving to always do more. And we always see that there is more potential. And sometimes I think that when we're looking for it and we're looking for that more potential, are we impatient maybe? Is the unfulfillment just the impatience of trying to achieve what we want to achieve? If you lost 2 stone and you still felt unfulfilled, it would be like someone would say, God, you look amazing, you look brilliant. And the typical response of maybe someone that wasn't unfulfilled or wasn't content would be, yeah, still a lot of work to do though. We would never recognise what we had achieved. We never recognise what we're trying to achieve. We never recognise what we've got. We lack the gratitude. And I haven't practiced gratitude now for about 4 or 5 months. And I think I'm going to start doing it again. Because what we do when we practice gratitude is we make ourselves very, very much self-aware about what we have in our lives, the good things, the small things that really make a difference. Being grateful about things allows us to be able to put things in perspective about where we are in life and the things that we have in life. And I think this is all relevant when it comes to your health and your fitness and your mindset and your nutrition, because, maybe we're not reaching a fulfillment because we feel there's more potential. Maybe we feel unfulfilled because in our brains, what we're doing right now is not the final product, is not good enough. So for me, I was trying to look at it and think, God, the Dad's Coach has gone through the roof in the last 7 months, But maybe that's because I think that it could be on a much higher level. And we're not quite there yet. So maybe it's always just out of my reach. It's always just out of my reach. And, you know, I do, the only thing I do feel fulfilled in is my running at the minute and my training. Because my training and running is, I feel like I'm hitting the nail on the head. I feel like I'm putting the work in, but I'm not on the nutrition side. You know, I've made some big changes. I've decided to stop drinking, and I already feel so much better for that. My speech is better, my thinking is better. The fog is lifted a little bit. You know, it's been hard. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, but, you know, I certainly would have a bottle, maybe a night, or a gin, or, you know, at the weekends, have a drink with my partner. But now I've stopped that. That's a big thing. And then the next thing is to stop unnecessary sugar this week. So, you know, by the end of the month, I would have quit unnecessary sugars, and booze, which are two big things. So hopefully I can feel a little bit more fulfilled about that. But when it comes to you and you thinking that void, and that void is missing, that something is missing in your life, could it be because you've just not quite reached your potential? It's just a theory. It's not whether it's right or wrong. But you tend to walk around, and I tend to walk around thinking, I'm just not quite getting it. I'm just not quite satisfied. My appetite for success in life is high, is at a high level. But maybe I'm not fulfilled because I'm not being grateful for what I've got on the journey. The journey is the biggest part of the fun. I love the process. The process, the journey, all of that good stuff is amazing. But if we're not quite there yet, we can tend to overthink the end state, the end state where we're reverse engineering. So we think about the end state, the goal, the setting. What's the dream? For me, where's the dad's coach going to be in 5 years? Okay, or where's my running going to take me in 5 years? And sometimes my brain is at that end state when it really should be on the journey. Okay, what's the next checkpoint? Bang, let's get that checkpoint done. What's the next checkpoint? Bang, let's get that done. Okay? Let's get the miles up to running 40 miles a week. Okay, what's the next step? Let's get them up to 50. Great, let's go, bang. But in my head, I should be running that. I should be strong enough for that 100. And sometimes we can get carried away with that, right? Sometimes we can be impatient. Or maybe the unfulfillment is just the fact that you're fucking miserable in life. You know, your environment's shit. Your habits are shit. The people you hang around with are shit. I mean, it could well be that. Do you know what I mean? That's another option. Just the way that you're living your life right now is unfulfilling. Your job is unfulfilling. But I guess my statement to you would be, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Are you going to remain unfulfilled forever? Are you going to stay unhappy? Are you just going to keep going through Groundhog Day? Up, work, sleep, repeat. Fucking up, work, sleep, repeat in a job you hate. What, you know, we have to make some decisions in our life that are going to change the way that we think, the way that we live. You know, sometimes we've put ourselves in a position where it's very difficult to leave a job because financially we're so reliant on that job. But you have to find a way out. You have to do something maybe that you're passionate about. But, you know, it's different. The variable of this is everyone's life is different, okay? Everyone's life is different. But just take some time to think about it. If you're unfulfilled, why? Like, you know, I just wrote it down. I just wrote down a piece of paper. And it led me to the fact that I think I'm impatient, and the fact that I am not at my end state and not being present in my journey. And that's what I got to. You may be different. But I hope that helps. I hope that's something for you to think about. And the only way that you're going to change that fulfillment is to change the way that you think. Just like changing your habits, your routines, and your structure. Just like changing your actions. Just like changing your thought process. Everything stems from your brain. Your brain is a muscle. Just like your bicep. If you worked out your bicep, it would get bigger and stronger. If you work out your brain, it will get bigger and stronger. Okay, so think about it. Be self-aware. Realise the things that are going on in your life, the patterns that are going on, the things that are making you feel the way that you're feeling. Because this is all the pillars, this is all the foundation of you becoming fitter, stronger, mentally and physically. These are some of the things that we have to do and recognise to make sure that we're trying to be ultimately happy, right? We're trying to be happy. The end state is to be happy, to have a great state of mind every time we wake up. We're obsessed, driven, purposeful, okay, and passionate about our lives. And I think when we get those things right, that fulfillment void, missing thing will hopefully come to light, come to service, so that you can deal with it. All right, guys, listen, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you real soon.